What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. We have some major updates around the Isak to Liverpool transfer news story, and also Liverpool are selling Harvey Nunez to Al Hilal. It looks like Al Hilal and Liverpool already found an agreement, so more on that a little bit later. And also Newcastle's transfer window is getting worse and that could impact the Isak to Liverpool transfer deal. But the first big news is that Isak did not train with his Newcastle teammates today. He basically has been given a separate time to report to the training ground because Eddie Howe said that no player, even our best player Isak, can expect to act poorly and train with the group as normal. You have to earn the right. So I think that's fair enough and Newcastle are entitled to do that. But Isak signaled very clearly to Newcastle that he wants to leave and he's ready to submit an official transfer request to leave Newcastle and to join Liverpool. The sources report that Isak has already agreed on personal terms with Liverpool, signaling a strong desire to make this move happen. But of course Newcastle is not sitting on their hands. They are preparing bid for other targets as they look to secure a new striker. The Šeško transfer looked like it was on the brink, but that will be difficult now with Šeško choosing Man United. More on that a little bit later. But there has been some intriguing talk around Newcastle because one Newcastle official suggested that Liverpool could involve Harvey Nunez in the deal. They could offer 85 million plus Harvey Nunez as part of the deal, but that is too expensive and Liverpool are selling Harvey Nunez to Al Hilal because Al Hilal reached an agreement in principle with Liverpool to sign Harvey Nunez. It's 53 million euros in base fee plus with the add-ons of around 10 to 15 million euros. So that could be 46 million pounds base fee plus another 10 million pounds in add-ons. So I think selling Harvey Nunez for 55 million is a very good piece of business, even though I feel a little bit sorry for Harvey Nunez. Going to the Saudi League at 26 is not the best career move for him, but at least he will be filthy rich and maybe in a year or two he can come back to Europe to go to a big Champions League club. The European clubs who were interested in Harvey Nunez, they were never willing to pay 55 million pounds for Nunez, which is fair enough. So of course there are still steps needed to finalize, but it would be a huge signing for Al Hilal, and Al Hilal are in talks with Harvey Nunez on personal terms. Harvey Nunez is still not sure whether this is the best move for him. But the fact that Liverpool are selling Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez in the same window suggests that the Isak deal is like almost done and Liverpool are just waiting for Newcastle to get their transfer targets in before they could announce that they accepted the deal from Liverpool. But it looks like Newcastle hit another big roadblock, a big obstacle, because Man United are closing in on a deal for Benjamin Šeško, because Leipzig accepted the 82.5 million euro bid from Newcastle for Šeško, but Šeško wants Man United, so Leipzig accepted a little bit less of a offer from Man United as well, which is a little bit strange, but maybe Leipzig are just factoring in the wish of the player, Benjamin Šeško, because Leipzig received a formal offer from Newcastle and Man United's bid was 5 million euros lower than Newcastle's bid, and yet Leipzig accepted both, and Šeško's clear preference is to join Man United. So in response, Man United actually improved their offer and it looks like that Leipzig is aware of Šeško's clear preference to join Man United. But of course they have no intention to offer any discounts. The business comes first. That's why I said that this is very strange that Leipzig would accept both offers. So Leipzig accepted Man United's offer when that offer matched Newcastle's offer, and Craig Hope confirmed that even though Newcastle had to pursue the Šeško move, even last week the feeling was that he favored Man United, so they were given encouragement by Šeško that he could go to Newcastle, but that was maybe just to get Man United to bid. Ultimately, Benjamin Šeško is not as good as a 70 million pound striker. Nowhere is he as good as Ekitike. If you look at their metrics, Šeško had 9.3 xG and Ekitike had 22 xG throughout the season in the Bundesliga, and Šeško only scored 13 goals in the Bundesliga. So that's not, this is just, you are paying for over the odds again, Man United, for a player who might fulfill his potential. But these are the kind of transfers that landed Man United in such a predicament, such a terrible place, that they finished in 15th, they have no European place. And it's also really, really awful for Newcastle that even with Champions League football and them winning a trophy, no striker wants to join Newcastle at the moment. So Newcastle are targeting other players. They are in talks with Chelsea for the transfer of Nicholas Jackson, but the impact on this Isak deal is clear. As it stands, Isak cannot leave Newcastle until they sign a replacement. So at the moment, Liverpool just have to sit back and wait for Newcastle to make moves on other players. And what I don't understand is, why is Newcastle bidding for a player, Benjamin Šeško, who they don't have an agreement with? Because Šeško clearly informed both Newcastle and Man United that he wants to join Man United. So why did Newcastle bid of over 80 million euros, and that got accepted by Leipzig, but Šeško wanted Man United? So Newcastle have other targets, including Johan Wissa, Nicholas Jackson, Oli Watkins and Lois Openda, and at the moment it looks like they are moving for Nicholas Jackson. And actually, I think Jackson could score more goals than Šeško in the Premier League, because he has been in the Premier League for more years and he's a more complete striker right now than Šeško. Šeško is all about potential, he's not the finished article. But Newcastle are picking targets that also the big six clubs who can pay big wages are going for. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, they have, and Arsenal even, they have all the capacity to spend 25 to 50% more on a player's wages. That's the main reason why Šeško is going to Man United, because there is no way Man United is a better sporting project right now than Newcastle. I would suggest Newcastle is the better sporting project, but because Man United pay 50% higher wages than Newcastle, he's choosing the money. Newcastle lack a sporting director who could help them implement a proper strategy to secure the right talent, and that is why this Isak transfer saga is taking so long. And Newcastle are shopping at the absolute top level where, you know, other top clubs are shopping, like Ekitike was bought by Liverpool, Mbeumo and Cunha was bought by Man United, and now Šeško as well. João Pedro and Liam Delap was bought by Chelsea. So Newcastle maybe need to shop a tier lower. But also what is interesting is that Ruben Amorim actually spent 2 hours on the phone laying out his tactical vision for Benjamin Šeško. Meanwhile, the Newcastle manager Eddie Howe hasn't even had a chat with Šeško yet. Those are the rumors according to the reports, and that's a huge red flag for the player. It's no wonder Šeško is leaning towards Man United over Newcastle. He wants to feel valued and understood, and Ruben Amorim is clearly showing he's ready to nurture his potential. It's all about the right fit, and it looks like Man United are winning the race. Florian Plettenberg said that the full agreement is in place between Šeško and Man United, so he's ready to sign a new contract there, and Man United are pushing to close the deal with Leipzig. Another big news is that Leipzig are speaking to Liverpool about the transfer of Harvey Elliott. It's still at an early stage, this transfer, but Harvey Elliott at 22 wants to explore his options, and Liverpool said he's free to leave if the right offer comes in. And I think Leipzig would be a really good move for Harvey Elliott, because they are in the Champions League, they are usually in the race for the Bundesliga, and they have won 2 German Cups recently as well, with Dominik Szoboszlai in their team. And Harvey Elliott is very high on Leipzig's shortlist, and with Xavi Simons potentially leaving, Benjamin Šeško leaving, there is a lot of room in the Leipzig attack for a really great talent like Harvey Elliott. I think it's the right move for his career, because sitting on the bench at Liverpool doesn't do enough for his career. And the latest news is that Chelsea and Newcastle are now in talks about Nicholas Jackson. A conclusion can be reached around 50 to 60 million pounds, with a certain amount paid up front by Newcastle. The talks started this morning. It's at an early stage, but Newcastle started these talks because they are missing out on Benjamin Šeško. It's absolutely crazy how much the striker market is inflated. Because 70, 75 million for a player like Šeško, 50, 60 million for a player like Nicholas Jackson. It's absolutely crazy when you think about it. I mean, Liverpool signed McAllister for 35 million a couple of years ago. And also we signed Ekitike for 70 million. And he's twice the player that Benjamin Šeško is. It's absolutely crazy to me, these transfer fees. And it looks like, Liverpool and Al Hilal agreed on Darwin Nunez's transfer fee. Waiting for details to be clarified on the player side. Fabrizio Romano said the talks are ongoing, but if Darwin Nunez accepts this transfer to Al Hilal, he can already fly for the medical. Liverpool have already said we accepted Al Hilal's offer. The club-to-club talks are done. Now it's all about what Darwin Nunez chooses. And I'm a little bit sad about Darwin Nunez leaving because he was one of my favorite players when he came in at Liverpool. He was such a fighter and his second season was fantastic. I wish Darwin Nunez all the best. He gave everything in a Liverpool shirt. His passion is what Liverpool's fans admired. It's a shame that he couldn't replicate his numbers at Benfica. And also, he missed so many chances and sometimes his emotions got the better of him. He wasn't ice cold enough in front of goal, and also his game intelligence was lacking sometimes. But he leaves Liverpool as a Premier League champion, and no one can take that away from him, and I thank him for his contribution. It just didn't work out. But actually Liverpool are making a profit on Darwin Nunez, because if you count that 46 million will be his transfer fee plus add-ons, if all add-ons are activated, that will represent an accounting profit, and the profit will be around 25 million pounds, because his net book value right now is 36 million pounds because of the amortization. For example, Luis Diaz's net book value was just 17 million pounds because he has been at Liverpool for like 3.5 seasons, so his net book value was pretty low, and Liverpool got a transfer fee of 60 million pounds for Darwin Nunez. So we made a profit of 43 million on him, which is really great, and we made pure profit on Jarrell Kwanzaa. We are going to make almost a pure profit on Harvey Elliott. His net book value is 1.3 million pounds, which is like almost nothing. So that's, I think, great news. Harvey Elliott is too good to be on the bench at Liverpool, and also his football career would really deteriorate. He's too clever to be boxed in. He needs a platform and he needs a club where he can be a starter, and Leipzig might just be offering this opportunity that Harvey Elliott needs to grab with both hands. At 22 years old, he already played almost 150 games for Liverpool, and he also won the under-21 Euros with England. He won the Premier League with Liverpool. I think he won it twice, because he has been at Liverpool in the first title win as well, and he won a lot of other trophies as well. And he could be a successor to Xavi Simons. He's going to be a starter, and the Bundesliga suits his intelligence, and it's not as physical as the Premier League. His sharp feet, his vision, his ability to work in the half space between the lines, that will be a great opportunity for him to flourish. And even for 40 million pounds I would sell Harvey Elliott, because right now his stock is the highest. And playing 10-15 games at his boyhood club Liverpool is not better than playing 40-45 games for Leipzig as a starter. So hopefully he will flourish at Leipzig, and hopefully Liverpool will insert a sell-on clause into his contract. So one day if he leaves Leipzig, then hopefully Liverpool get even more money out of this deal, and it would be a very smart move for Harvey Elliott in his career, because he needs a team where he can play regularly. So good luck to Harvey Elliott if he goes to Leipzig. It's still early stages, so we shall wait and see what happens next, but I'm really excited about Liverpool selling all these players, because that means that Liverpool will sign a few players, and hopefully Alex and Isak will come in, and the new centre back, and who knows, maybe a new young attacker will come in as well. But right now it looks like Chiesa will stay, which I'm happy for. which I'm happy about because I think he has still has what it takes to be a success at Liverpool. But ultimately, decision will be with Arne Slot and the Liverpool recruitment team, and I fully trust them, and they have all my faith that they will make the right decision. Liverpool are doing absolutely fantastic so far in the transfer window, and I'm really looking forward to what the future holds with this Alexander Isak deal, because I think once Newcastle sign a couple of strikers, that deal will go through to Liverpool. That's my hunch, that's my feeling, but let's see how it unfolds. I will keep updating you guys about it on this channel. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.